I have an advanced practitioner who took her son to a karate match, and they went to the dojo, and he got thrown to the floor and was basically crying and almost screaming on the floor in pain and back pain. And she actually went and touched her son and thought about something else we teach, which is time travel. Thought 5 minutes before this happened, ball, string, triangle, change now, and the structures moved under her hands. He stopped crying, looked at his mother, smiled, got up off the mat, and 5 minutes later was continuing with the match with absolutely no pain or no side effects. I want to see this work in the hands of everybody.
And the lady sitting next to me said, "Oh my God, it moved, it moved, it moved." And then sure enough, when I looked down at my leg, yes, the bone actually had shifted. So it was just fantastic. We create things in our mind and hold them there and believe that that's reality. But the possibility of another reality always exists if we choose to allow that reality to occur.
So I was talking to someone this afternoon, and I said, well, either this is quantum physics, which is the science of studying very small stuff that no one really understands, or it's magic. And we're not talking about stage show magic, we're talking about real eye magic. Magic is basically the process and activation of imagination. Okay? Now people talk about visualization, yes? How many people visualize? Visualize? Yeah. And of course you hear about people who visualize their white blood cells attacking tumors, or they visualize a new outcome, a new job, right? They create a new reality. The thing about visualization is, unless you activate that visualization with consciousness, with intent, and let go of your previous box, your previous set of outcomes, nothing happens. So what we're going to teach this weekend is how to move out of the box of the reality that you've been placed in by all the commercials, all the teachers, all of your presuppositions about what's physical.
We really do create our universe every time that we observe it. Every time that we have an observation, we are changing what we are, who other people are, whatever that matrix is, and I don't know what it is. I don't think anybody does. Then we have an effect, right? So if we have an effect every time we look at somebody, one, you're already doing it. You are already having these effects all the time.
It was wonderful. It cemented a lot of things that I have been discovering as well. I think many people are receiving a lot of information simultaneously, but these two wonderful men have put it in a context that is just a joy to express and learn and experience.
Everybody that sees you in that problem state reinforces the problem. And even if you're treating it naturally, I have natural treatments for fibromyalgia. I'm going to stick needles in you, or I'm going to give you herbs, or I'm going to whatever, give you a massage. That still reinforces the problem state. You have to move outside of the problem state in order to get something new.
Matrix energetics is a way for people to reconstruct their realities out of an expected subset. So if I expect to see my garage, and I expect to see my driveway every day, and I expect to see my finances in the same condition, or my hip, or whatever it is, Matrix energetics is a way to tailor your conscious mind, your conscious experience to a different set of outcomes.
One of the things that I make a point about, maybe you can call it semantics, but I talk about the difference between healing, or being a healer, and transformation. Now it sounds picky, and it's really not. Because if you imply that there is something that needs to be healed, okay, if you're a healer, then there must be a disease. As soon as there's a healer and a disease sort of context, you've set up artificial boundaries, just like mind, body, spirit, Well, why does it have to be mind, body, spirit? It's all one. It's all one spirit. And mind and body encompass that one spirit. So in transformation, it frees you from that whole struggle with a condition, which puts you in the problem set and makes it harder to manifest a change. Once you're in the state of transformation, then quantum change is possible with any aspect of your life instantly. So if you envision a new outcome, say in your bank account, in your finances, or a new outcome in your life, or you want to learn a new thing, or you want to be able to manifest, say, intuitive power or abilities, these things become instantly available because you've basically set aside all the problems, all the struggle, because a sense of struggle creates a struggle, and you're in the state of possibility where anything right now you can manifest in that instant and have.
I'm a health researcher and journalist, and so I've been evaluating health devices, health products, health seminars, health strategies for almost 15 years. And I've kissed a lot of frogs and caught only a couple princesses in that time. There are several others that I advocate highly, but nothing to the level of matrix energetics. I've seen things happen with their work I've never dreamt I would see in my lifetime. So I've seen live cases of people with scoliosis being corrected. I think this is a breakthrough on the way to a whole new level of understanding health and healing.
So when you went back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and when you got to 5, what did you feel then?
I felt a slight change, and so I went with that. Yeah, if you call it a softening, that's true. But really what's happening, I believe, and he might be able to say a lot more about it, but there is an actual transformation going on. And you feel it as a softening because it's the only way you can perceive it. You can't see the incredible changes that are happening on all levels of his being that I believe are happening.
One way to think of it is the way one thinks about dowsing. The unconscious really does most things in the body, and dowsing is a way in which the subconscious basically produces micro movements so the conscious can be aware of it.
Absolutely.
And this seems to be in the same family. So the unconscious and all aspects connected are speaking to you.
That's right. I think so. Yes.